session, the internet goes out. Please note that all participants in this meeting, all 10th graders and all 10th grade homeroom teachers, you will receive a video recording of this presentation. Okay. With that said, I'd like, and if everyone could please make sure that you mute your mics. With that said, I would like to introduce the 10th grade level counselor. Her name is Dr. Daniels. Dr. Daniels, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good morning, 10th graders. It's great to see you all on this morning. I am your counselor, your 10th grade counselor, and I will be talking a little bit later in this presentation. So I am so happy to be here, so happy to see all of you online, excited, charged, and ready to go for this school year 2021-22. All righty. So I'll speak a little later. Also, Mr. Ward, just so you know, Miss Purnell, she is asking for the link for her students. So I was about to tell you for the 10th graders.
Okay. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. If you could forward the email that I sent to everyone this morning to Miss Purnell.
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Daniel. Okay. My name again is Mr. Ward. I'll be serving as your 10th grade administrator along with Dr. Daniel. I'm trying to get as hyped and excited as she is. However, I am your grade level administrator. My office is located near the auditorium next door to the band room. If you have issues, I do a variety of things here at Clarkson High School. I work with the counselors. I work with their grade book instruction and a host of other things. So if you ever need anything, any support, or just have a question that you're unable to get resolved, please stop by or email me, and I'll be more than happy to support you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with our presentation this morning. Clarkson High School, our principal's name is Miss Patty Lamel. Again, she is the principal of Clarkson High School. Clarkson High School, we have 4 different assistant principals. Our 9th grade academy is assistant principal. Her name is Dr. Rivers. Myself, Mr. Ward, I am the 10th grade assistant principal. Dr. Davis, he supports the 11th grade. And Ms. Reeves, she supports our seniors. We also have 3 campus security. Okay, 3 campus security officers. Their names are Mr. Dudley, Mr. Johnson, and Mr. Collins. Our school resource officer, his name is Officer Brooks. He works for the DeKalb County Police Department. I do want to say, students, anytime you are approached by our campus security or our school resource officer, we ask that you be courteous, we ask that you be polite, and we ask that you comply with whatever their request may be. Okay. Dr. Daniels, would you like to present this slide?
Okay, I sure can. So right here on this slide, we're talking about the counselors, which is my department. And of course, as you see on the top, my name is Dr. Daniel, like I said, and I am not only the 10th grade counselor, but I'm also the head counselor. So you guys are pretty lucky. That's what I'm going to say. All right. So we also have Mr. Relaford, who is our 9th grade counselor. Miss Ware, she'll be serving the 12th graders, and Miss Matheny, who is the 11th grade counselor. Okay. Now, you want me to go ahead with the leadership support team?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in reference to the leadership support, we have Miss Robertson Banks, and she's the lead teacher for special education. We call her the LTSE, lead teacher for special education. And then we have Miss Pugh, who's over school improvement. She's our school improvement liaison. She deals with like 504, RTI, those kind of things. So if you have a 504 plan, you know who I'm talking to. If you have a 504 plan, Miss Pugh is the person who you would contact.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. Okay, so Dr. Daniel, these next few slides, go ahead.
Okay, so this is my baby right here. Listen, guys, as the counselor, as the head counselor, my goal and your goal should be graduation. Now, if you know for sure you are part of the class of 2024, I say yeah, put yeah in that chat and get excited because this is the class of 2024 if y'all are in the house. But hey guys, listen, there's some steps you got to take to get there, okay? Now, one of the things that I want to highlight before I even get to the whole graduation and how do you get to graduation is how do you find the information? How do you find everything that the counselors have out there? Well, Mr. Ward, are you going to be able to show them how to get to our website? Okay,
Yes,
he's pulling it up. So guys, the counseling department, we have our own website. And on this website, we put everything that you need, all the information, and it's easy to get to. First of all, you go to the Clarkston High School website page. So you go to the Clarkston High School website page. Yes, you're going to see the green and yellow. It's there. You're going to scroll down just like Mr. Ward is doing, and you're going to see Counseling Department website. There it is, CHS Counseling website. Click on that link, and let's hope it works in this building. Click on the link. There you go. Here is the Counseling Department website. Here you will see all the upcoming news. Guys, y'all notice October 21st, we have an annual college fair, and it is not too late to start learning about colleges. It's not too early. That's what I should say. You could start learning about the different colleges that are out there. Now, more specific, if you go down a little bit, just scroll down to those links on the bottom. Mr. Ward, are we stuck? Okay, well, not all the way down, but to those links, you see all the different links there. If you need to do you can do a schedule change right now. That part is over. But if you needed to do a schedule change, right now we're doing credit recovery. If anybody needs credit recovery, there's the link right there in the center. You click on that link, you fill it out, and we'll get you your credit recovery classes. In addition to that, if you scroll up to the top, everything about 10th grade, you got your own page. So click on sophomore news. And this is everything you need to know as a sophomore. So if you scroll down there, you see, welcome back class of 2024. There's a nice, excited message from me. Yes, I'm saying it, right? And what's important is if you scroll right to the center of that page, you will see the plan, your plan for graduation, all the classes you need to cover. They're on this page right there. There you go. Your course sequence. It tells you which class is expected when. When do you take math? When do you take coordinate algebra? When do you take geometry? Everything is there. And if you want a detailed copy, if you click on the link, the whole detailed copy will come up and you can actually print it for yourself and you could have this. This is your guide. Listen, guys, I expect you to know what classes you're supposed to take. We are human in the counseling department. We might make an error, but you need to be on top of you to make sure that you're in the right classes. And if something is wrong and we don't catch it, if I don't catch it, because I do make mistakes, I want you to bring it to my attention, okay? So let's get back to the PowerPoint. Let's talk about credits and how we're gonna graduate in 2024, because that's our goal, 2024. So we could go back to the PowerPoint. It's taking a minute. Okay, there we go. So back to the PowerPoint. Mr. Ward, I'm not sure if you know, but we're seeing it on a small slide and we're not seeing it on the full page. We're seeing all the other next slides.
Give me just a second.
There we go. Yes. Okay. So guys, on the screen, you see all the requirements that are needed to graduate. In order to graduate from a DeKalb County high school, you need 24 units of credit to graduate. Now we say, what are credits? What are you talking about? I know some of you entered the building last year. Well, we didn't enter the building last year, so everything is still kind of new to you. Each class that you take is awarded 1 credit, okay? Now, when you take those 9-week classes, like your PE, health, world geography, civics, each one of those classes are awarded a half a point. So it's a 5.5 and 0.5, and when you bring it together, it makes 1 credit. So every semester, you earn 4 credits every semester. Every year, you have the opportunity to earn 8 credits, okay? So in order to graduate, your requirements are 24 credits. You need 4 units of math. That's your of English. Let me start at the top. English, that's your 9th grade English, 10th grade English, 11th grade English, 12th grade English. You need all 4, guys. You need all 4. So if you fail one, even if we promote you, you still have to pass the class. You have to go back and take it, okay? Same with math, 4 years of math, okay? That's your algebra, your geometry. It comes in different ways depending on which section you're in, but I'm going to advise you to go and print those course sequence like I told you, because that tells you where you should go based on which math you started with, okay? You also need 4 units of science. This is your biology, your physical science, your chemistry. Chemistry is required, guys. I know it gets hard, but it's required. So you have to pass the class, okay? You need 4 units of social studies. That's your civics, world geography, your world history, your U.S. history, your econ. These are the classes that you need to graduate. Now, when it comes down to the electives, a lot of times y'all think you don't need your elective, but they're right in there. Do you guys see this? I'm telling you this today. Okay, guys, I'm back. You do need, I think I was right at your electives.
Yes.
You do need your health and your PE class. You need your world languages. Okay, I've had people call and say, I don't want to take French. Okay, I don't know if you're talking to me, Mr. Ward, but I assume everyone can hear me because I'm not muted now, okay? So you do need your world languages. So it could be French or Spanish, but it has to be 2 of the same language, okay? You also need 3 units of a career tech if you're on a career tech pathway. If you're on a humanities pathway, then you need 3 units of humanities. Humanities is like your music, your band, those kind of things. So it depends on which pathway, but you need 3 units of that. And then, of course, 1 elective. Most of you will get that 1 elective just by doing algebra, because algebra is paired with an elective, algebra support. So you will get that elective in there, okay? So these are all the classes you need to graduate. I directed you guys to the course sequence that's on the website. I'm going to advise you to print that course sequence. Keep it like your Bible. Every time we register for you for a class, highlight the class so you know you have taken the class. And then if you see we missed one, please bring it to our attention. Could go to the next slide. Now, promotion and retention. Now, this is the part where some people sometimes they don't get it, you know? They call me and they say, Dr. Daniel, I'm supposed to be in the 10th grade, but I'm not. Okay, then what do? I check to see how many credits have you earned. Now, all of you in this room are 10th graders. So that tells me that you have already earned minimum 6 credits, maximum 8 credits. Okay, because you were given 8 classes, remember. You had 8 classes last year. It may not have felt so when you were virtual, but I can assure you it was 8 classes that you got last year. in order to be considered a sophomore, which you are, you had to earn 6 credits, 3 being core, 3 being electives. You said, Dr. Daniel, what's a core class? Well, I'll tell you. English, math, science, social studies, those are your core classes. Sometimes we might substitute out that Spanish and we'll use it as a core to give you that promotion, that foreign language credit, okay? But your English, math, science, social studies, you need 3 of those in order to be promoted. Now you're going to be talking about, how do I get to junior class? Well, I will tell you. You need 6 cores. You add 3 to the 3, and you need 6 core classes, 6 elective classes. So we add 3 more in each area. Again, your core. What are your core classes? English, math, science, social studies. Those are your core classes. That's what you need to be promoted to the junior level. So I might have some people in this room, in this class, on this meeting, who say, why am I not in a junior homeroom? Well, I'll tell you. You're missing either 6 core or 6 electives. And of course, to get to the senior level, you need 18 credits. So we add 3 more to the core, 3 more to the elective. 9 core, that would equal to 9 core plus 9 elective. Now, this is the part that I want you to understand. If you don't hear anything else on this PowerPoint, this is what I want you to listen to. If you did not pass all of your classes, but you were promoted because you had the 6 core or the 6 electives or the 3 core and the 3 elective, but you still had 4 core classes, you need a core class to graduate. It doesn't mean that you don't have to go back and take that core class. It just meant that you were promoted. You are still required to pass that class that you failed. So if you failed algebra, well, I won't use algebra. If you failed Lit 9, but you're in World Lit right now, you still need to pass Lit 9. You can do that through Credit Recovery, Flex Restore, Flex Academy, and now is the time. You need to go online, click that link that I showed you, say that I need to make up that credit recovery class so that you can get on track with all your credits. So if you are missing an English class, a math class, a science class, because you failed it last semester, and I get it, y'all were online, it was hard. Some of you may not have passed all your classes, but you were able to be promoted. Don't forget, before you graduate, that class is still sitting there and you need to take it. So that's your promotion and your retention. So to my sophomores, in order to get to 11th grade, to be a junior, and everybody wants to be a junior coming in at the beginning. Why? Because you have all the junior fun stuff that you got to do. You need 6 core, and your core, English, math, science, social studies. And you need 6 electives. That's your PE, your Spanish, your career tech classes. Yes, those career tech classes are required in order to graduate. All righty, next screen, let's see. Oh, okay, so you want me to do this one, or are you gonna do this one, Mr. Ward?
You go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what we have online is the campus portal. Now, y'all hear us say parent portal, and many of you think it's just for the parent. But guess what? Who is responsible for you? You are responsible for your education. So I am going to encourage each and every one of you that's on this line to download that student portal and keep up with your grades. Keep up with what's going on. Believe you me, you can set those alerts. I tell the kids, set your alert. When the teacher posts a grade and that grade don't look the way how you want it to look, maybe you didn't do as well as you should, you could email your teacher, you can talk to your teacher and say, hey, or maybe they might post a grade and you said, wait, I did that assignment, but it says missing. You could say, teacher, Miss Hall, I did that assignment. And then she could say, oh, I'm not seeing it. Let me look again. And we could get to the bottom of a lot of things just by you having this campus portal on your website. So I think here is the instruction. And of course, this is for the parent, but if there is one for the students can also download the student portal, get notifications, know how they're doing. There is a daily planner in terms of things that are the assignments that are due, the grades that are posted, when it's expected. Everything is in this portal. So guys, listen, I'm going to say this to you. If you do not have that student portal on those nice that you own, then you're missing the most important app. Get the app. That's what we're going to say. Get the app. That way you keep up with you. You know what's going on. Now your parents are going to get it, but you need to be able to get it. Now, if you're a parent like me, I have it, my child have it, and when those grades pull, she give me the answer real quick. If it don't look the way how mom wants it to look. So guys, stay on top of your grades. Stay on top of what's in there. Because I am going to say this over and over again. We're adults, but we're human. We make mistakes. We might not notice your assignment is sitting right in the corner. Okay? So guys, get the student portal. Okay?
And just to add to that, oftentimes teachers are entering in hundreds of grades at a time. It is possible for you to have earned a 100 and a 10 was entered in. Okay, well, if you have the app, you will see that as opposed to getting your progress report and wondering why your grade is not moving. Okay, so as Dr. Daniel has said, this app is like your receipt book. It's like when you purchase something at the store, every time you purchase something, they'll give you a receipt. Well, the app serves as your grade book receipt. Okay, please note that it breaks down the point value of your grade. It lets you know exactly when it was assigned, when it was turned in, whether or not it was turned in or not. Okay, and it also gives a quick way to shoot the teacher a message just to communicate whether or not there is a concern. Okay, as Dr. Daniel has said over and over again, this is your grade, this is your transcript, this is your academic planner, this is your high school diploma. So we ask that you mention it to your teacher if there is an error, and after have mentioned it, give the teacher at least a week to resolve the issue. And then if for some reason the issue is not resolved, politely present yourself either to Dr. Daniel or myself, and then we will see whether or not we can intervene. Now, what we don't want you to do is to get into a confrontation over this. Okay, so after you have politely presented yourself in reference to the issue, then reach out to your support. Dr. Daniel and myself, we are your support system. Okay, again, this is a little reiteration, but it gives you a complete overview of all of the assignments in all of the classes, not just one particular course. So it also gives you the ability to just pretty much see what's going on throughout the board. So that's all we want to say about that. Clubs and organizations. We know that when you are plugged into a particular club or an organization, chances are, one, you're going to want to come to school. You're going to want to come to school because you want to meet with your same friends that's in those clubs and organizations, and you want to participate in those organizational activities. So we ask you kindly to, these are just a sampling of the different clubs and organizations that we have at Clarkson High School, but we do ask that you plug in. I have a niece and I have a son that just started high school this year, and we've been talking about it actually since they were 8th graders. What are you going to join? What are you going to plug into? You must plug in to something, not just for the sake of attendance, but we also want you to build relationships, social relationships. Oftentimes, when you apply to go to college, apply to go to get scholarships, they want to know not just can you earn good grades, but they want to know what type of person you are, what type of student you are. Okay, can you get along with people? Well, clubs and organizations will be instrumental in serving that particular purpose. So we ask you kindly go ahead and scope out the different clubs and organizations that we have available and plug into something. Whether it's a club or organization or whether it's sports. We know that football is going on right now. However, if you are the next Heisman Trophy winner and you go and show your skills, I'm almost certain that Clarkson High School is going to accept you on their team. So we ask that you look over our list of clubs, look over our athletic teams that we have available to you, and plug into something. I spoke to my kids and I say, you don't want to miss out on the high school experience. You will never get the fullness of the high school experience by only going to school and coming home. Okay, so we ask again that you plug in. Safe school plan. We have a variety of different emergency protocols at Clarkson High School, whether it is the fire drill, whether it's the tornado drill, lockdown procedures. Do not let, well, whether I want to focus on these three: fire drill, tornado, and lockdown procedures. We ask that you make sure if you're in a hallway and something is going on, if you cannot make it back to your classroom, get to the closest classroom with the teacher and let them know, hey, I was in the bathroom, the drill came off, I'm all the way on the other side of the building, can I sit with you? Okay, but whatever you do, don't just hang out there by yourself, whether we're talking about the fire drill, the tornado drill, or a lockdown drill. Now, biggest thing, number 4, do not let anyone, I should have edited this as opposed to visitors, I should have said anyone. Do not let anyone into our exterior doors. Do not. Sometimes it may be a visitor. Sometimes it may be a teacher. Okay. And if it's a teacher, tell them Mr. Ward said not to let you in. Use the front door. Okay. They may be a little upset, but these things, these procedures, these protocols, they're in place for a reason. Do not allow guests, visitors, or friends into the building, because you might just be inviting someone into the building that has made a decision to do harm to a fellow classmate or staff member. Okay, so please make sure that you're mindful of this. Behaviors to avoid in school. We want you to be on time for each class. Okay, because at the beginning of the class, that's where the majority of the information comes as far as what's going on, what's the purpose of the lesson, what's being turned in, when it's going to be turned in, where to turn it in. All of that information comes up front. But if you're chronically tardy for class, you miss out on that very important information. We ask that you avoid disruptions during teaching and learning, disrespect or insubordination. Don't be disrespectful, and we ask that you refrain from insubordinate behavior. Please refrain from profanity to staff or friends. Don't bring electronic devices. We ask that when you're in a hallway, please have a pass or it will be considered skipping. Okay? Refrain from disturbances in the hallway. If you go into the bathroom, handle your business, come out. Okay? Cafeteria, please make sure that you pick up your tray and your trash and discard it when you are leaving the cafeteria. Once you're in, we ask that you get your tray, take a seat, and remain seated until the end of that lunch period. Gymnasium, we ask that you do not use inappropriate behaviors such as fighting. If you have a concern, if there's something that is escalating that could potentially become a fight, bring it to the attention of an adult. Bring it to the attention of an adult. Self-defense. If you're walking down the hall, minding your own business, you've never seen this person, you don't know this person, and all of a sudden someone confronts you and tries to do something to you, obviously, yes, you defend yourself. However, if there's an adult there and they say, stop, or if there's an adult there and they say, calm down, we'll take care of this, please understand that is not self-defense. Okay? So please make sure that if you hear the talk, I used to say, when I used to do discipline, there's always the clouds before the storm. There's always the talk before the controversy. If you hear the talk, if you see the clouds brewing for a issue, bring it to the attention of an adult, and we will be more than happy to intervene on your behalf to make sure that your instruction is not interrupted due to suspension. Be mindful of your behavior at sporting events. Did you know that from the moment you leave your home heading to school to the moment you step back into your house coming from school, you fall up under the school's jurisdiction? That's at sporting events, bus stops. We ask that you not use drugs. It governs field trips. And we ask that you be mindful that what you say on social media can impact the school environment. So please refrain from misbehavior on social media. Behavior reinforcements. There will always be times where rewards will be given, whether it's you're being rewarded with a ticket to participate in one of our games, special trips, pep rallies, staff versus student activities. And we ask that, again, when everyone is, when everyone is plugged in and you want to make sure that you are continuing to participate in your activities, whether it's sports, clubs, or just being in class, I'm saying this by way of not talking about detentions, parent conferences, suspensions, alternative school. We want to stay positive. When your behavior is such that what we are asking you to behave in, the positive behavior, we won't have to deal with detentions, parent conferences, suspensions in or out of school, or potentially being removed from the school, going to the alternative school setting. We want to focus on positive behavior. Bullying. These actions to cause harm or are repeated or have the potential to be repeated. A single act which meets the above criteria or an action that is caught before it can be repeated is bullying. It involves an imbalance of power in which a student intentionally attempts to cause or causes verbal, physical, emotional, sexual, and or social relational harm on another student target. I'm going to pause on that one. I'm going to read it again. It involves an imbalance of power in which a student intentionally attempts to cause or causes verbal, what you say, physical, I touched, emotional, I hurt, sexual and or social relational harm on another student. Bullying does not involve mutual conflict between students who share power. The student being bullied is a true target of the misbehavior. Bullying, harassment, hazing have potentially serious and significant short-term and long-term effects on both the bully and target. Bullying, harassment, hazing affects students academically, socially, and emotionally. Your full potential for success in school and in life can be affected by bullying, harassment, and hazing. Harassment may be defined as bullying that intentionally targets a specific person or persons who belong to a protected group. What are these protected groups? Groups based on race or color, national origin, ethnicity, religion, gender, disability, sexual orientation, gender expression, or gender identity. Hazing. This type of bullying involves the use of rituals and traditions in a school organization, club, band, sports, etc., against a student who want to either join or increase their rank in the group. Hazing is not fun or funny and can be potentially dangerous. If it is occurring, report it. If you wonder, is this bullying or hazing? If I'm trying out for, let's say, band camp or football camp, and it's like, I want to be on the team, but goodness, I almost passed out the other day. Is this hazing? Bring it to our attention, and we'll determine that. Okay? Cyberbullying. Bullying, harassing, or threatening another student on the computer, phone, text, email, Facebook, Twitter, etc. New law. You could get into serious trouble at school if you threaten a student's or school employee's person or property, even after school, on your computer, phone, etc. It is much easier to respect and to be kind to each other. General rule, mind your own business, do your own work, and you will not have any problems. Prevention. It actually starts with you. Examine yourself, check your own values, beliefs, etc. Model respectful behavior at all times. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Don't be a bystander, be an upstander. Remember, rule of thumb, mind your own business, complete your assignments, and turn them in. That's your primary objective. That's your primary responsibility. Repeat after me. Yes, I'm talking to you. Repeat after me. No bullying. I don't hear you. No bullying. No harassment. No hazing. Excellent. Okay, if you have not already had the opportunity to do so, we ask that you please make sure that you sign the bullying pledge. Homeroom teachers will provide the form for you. If they do not already have it today, it will be provided through the office of Dr. Rivers. All students are required, if they haven't already done so, to sign the bullying pledge form. Okay, this concludes our presentation. It is 8:57. Dr. Daniels, do you have anything else for our wonderful students?
No, not really. All I am going to say is go out there and make me proud. Do what you have to do. Pass all your classes. Get involved with an extracurricular activity. And in 2024, I'll try to hold back my tears as I watch you cross that line. Enjoy.
Awesome. And students, this presentation will be recorded, and using your school's email address, you will receive the video clip of this presentation. Thank you all. Teachers, you all have a wonderful school day. This ends our grade level meeting. Thank you all.